We didn't meet that night. That's what made it dangerous. I'd seen him almost every day at the gym. Same time, same corner, same quiet awareness. We never spoke much, just nods, small smiles, long looks that lasted a second too long. Enough to notice, not enough to admit. He always trained harder when I was there. I noticed that first. Extra sets, longer stretches, that one glance to see if I was watching. One night, the gym was almost empty, late, quiet. That low hum of machines and music nobody listens to. I was stretching when I felt him behind me. "You're tight," he said casually. I laughed. "You checking me out?" He paused. "Maybe." That was new. He knelt beside me, not touching yet. "Mind if I help?" he asked. I hesitated, then nodded. "Okay." His hands were warm, professional at first, careful, then slower, not crossing a line, just standing close enough that silence started to mean something. "You okay?" he asked. "Yeah," I said. We finished without saying anything else. I stood up. He stood too. Neither of us moved away. That space between us felt heavier than any weight I'd lifted. In the locker room, he spoke again. "Grab a drink?" he asked. It sounded casual. It wasn't. We sat in his car outside the gym. Windows fogging slightly. Music low. No rush. No touching. Just tension thick enough to choke on. "This is probably a bad idea," he said. I nodded. "Yeah." We both stayed. "If this happens," he added quietly, "it's just tonight." I looked at him. Really looked. "Just tonight," I agreed. "We haven't kissed yet." That mattered, because the truth was already sitting between us. This wasn't about one night. It was about everything we'd been pretending not to feel for weeks. He leaned closer, slow enough to stop, close enough that I knew he wouldn't. My heart was beating so loud I was sure he could hear it. "This stays here," he whispered. I nodded. I didn't trust my voice anymore. We were inches apart, breathing the same air. Weeks of almost finally arriving somewhere real. If I moved, it would start. If I didn't, it would still start. And right before our lips met, one last clear thought hit me. Tomorrow we would call this a mistake. But tonight we were done pretending. We were still in his car. Engine off. Windows are fogging a little from the cold outside. Neither of us is moving. "Just tonight," he had said, like it was protection. Like if we named it temporary, it wouldn't hurt tomorrow. I nodded, but my heart already knew better. Because you don't want someone for months, and suddenly make it small. "Say it," he murmured. "Say what?" "That you won't expect anything after this." He was giving me a way out. I should have taken it. "I won't," I said. His shoulders dropped in relief. That should have warned me. We talked for a while after that. About stupid things. Music. Practice. How tired we were. Both of us pretending we weren't counting the inches between our faces. Then it got quiet. Not awkward. Heavy. Like the moment before a storm finally breaks. He looked at my mouth. I noticed. I stopped breathing. "You ever think," he asked softly, "that maybe we waited too long?" My pulse jumped. "For what?" "For this." He moved first. Slow. Giving me every chance to stop him. I didn't. Our foreheads touched. Breath mixing. Close enough that my chest hurt from holding everything in. "You still good with just tonight?" he whispered. I should have said yes. Instead, I kissed him. It wasn't wild. It wasn't messy. It was relief. Weeks of stolen glances finally landed somewhere. He made this sound in his throat. Quiet, surprised. Like he hadn't believed I'd actually do it. Then he kissed me back. Stronger. Certain. My hand found his jacket. He found my waist. Not pushing. Just anchoring. Like we were both afraid the other might disappear. When we pulled apart, we stayed close. Forehead to forehead. Breathing hard. Laughing a little because it was terrifying how right it felt. "Okay," he whispered. "Okay," I answered. Neither of us knew what it meant. Inside, the world shrank. Couch. Low light. His knee is touching mine again, like at the gym. Except now we weren't pretending it was accidental. We talked in pieces, half sentences, small confessions. I always noticed you. I thought it was just me. I tried not to look. Same. Every time we got quiet, we kissed again. Softer. Learning from each other. Like we were trying to memorize something we were about to lose. At one point, he held my face. Looked at me carefully. "Don't fall for me," he said. My chest tightened. "Too late," I almost answered. But I didn't. Because we had a deal. Just tonight. So instead I kissed him again. And pretended that would be enough. And right there, with his hands still warm on my skin, I understood the truth we were both avoiding. Tomorrow was going to hurt. I woke up warm. That was my first mistake. For a few seconds, I forgot where I was. Then I felt him. Close. Breathing slowly. One arm still around me like he'd fallen asleep. Afraid I might leave. The memory of the night came back all at once. The car. The quiet. His mouth on mine. The way he said "don't fall for me" like it was already too late. I stared at the ceiling, trying to rebuild the rule. Just tonight, right? Carefully, I moved his arm. He stirred. Didn't wake. But his fingers tightened for a second. Even asleep, he was holding on. God. I sat up, heart racing. Morning is cruel. It turns feelings into consequences. I found my shirt. My shoes. Every second I stayed, it got harder to pretend I was strong enough to leave. "Don't," he said. My body froze. He was awake, voice rough with sleep, eyes searching my face the same way they had last night. "Don't go yet," he murmured. Not dramatic, not desperate, just honest. I swallowed. "We said." "I know what we said," he replied. He sat up too. Clothes again, but different now. Daylight makes everything braver and more terrifying at the same time. "Was it bad?" he asked quietly. "What?" "Last night." My heart twisted. "No," I said immediately. "Then why are you leaving, as you regret it?" I didn't have an answer, because I didn't regret it. I was afraid of wanting it again. He ran a hand through his hair, exhaled. "I thought it would be easier in the morning," he admitted. "Me too." It wasn't. We sat there, knees touching. Neither of us is pretending anymore. "So what happens now?" he asked. There it was. The question the rule was supposed to avoid. I looked at him, at the familiar curve of his mouth. The person I'd wanted long before last night. "I don't know," I said. Honest. He nodded, like he appreciated that more than comfort. "I don't want to lose you at the gym," he added. "You won't. I don't want things to get weird." I laughed softly. "Too late." He smiled. Small. Sad. True. Then he did something unfair. He leaned in, pressed his forehead to mine. No rush, no panic, just contact. "We said one night," he whispered. "Yeah. But I don't think my heart listened. Mine didn't either." I closed my eyes. If he kissed me again, I was done for. He didn't. He stayed there, breathing me in, learning how to let go without actually doing it. After a moment, he pulled back. "I won't chase you," he said, "but I'm not going to pretend I didn't feel it." I nodded, because that was exactly how I felt. I stood. This time, he didn't stop me. That hurt, but it also meant he respected me enough to let me choose. At the door, I paused, turned back. He was still sitting there, watching, hopeful in a way he tried to hide. Last night had been easy. Walking away was not. And suddenly I understood the real danger. It wasn't that we broke the rule. It was that neither of us wanted it back. I almost didn't go to the gym. I sat in my car for 10 full minutes, engine off, telling myself I could skip one day, recover, breathe, forget the way his voice sounded in the morning. But habits are stronger than fear. So I went in, and there he was. Of course. Same court, same time, like the universe thought it was funny. For a second, neither of us moved. Not toward each other, not away, just stuck in the realization that we had no idea how to be normal now. He nodded. Small. careful. Like he was asking permission to exist near me. I nodded back. Coward. We warmed up on opposite sides. Too far. Felt wrong. I hated it. Everywhere I looked, I saw him, talking to the guys, laughing, running drills, trying so hard to be the version of himself from before last night. I wondered if he was failing as badly as I was. At one point, someone passed him a towel. Their fingers brushed, and my stomach twisted so fast I had to look away. Ridiculous. I had no claim. We made sure of that. Yo, you good? Someone asked me. Yeah, I said. I caught him staring at me later. Concern was written all over his face. He mouthed, "You okay?" I nodded. Another lie. Practice ended. The guys headed for the locker room. The normal noise. The normal routine. Except nothing was normal. Because now we had something to avoid. I was almost out the door when I heard him behind me. Hey! Just my name. Soft. Careful. I stopped walking. Didn't turn yet. If I looked at him, I might break. We don't have to talk, he added quickly. Great. Now I wanted to. I turned. He looked nervous. More than he had in the car. More than in his apartment. Because here, we could lose each other. I meant what I said, he told me. Which part? About not pretending I didn't feel it. My chest tightened. A couple of teammates walked past. We stepped apart automatically, like magnets forced backward. See, I said quietly, this is why we had the rule. He looked at the floor, then back at me. I know, but I still don't want you acting like I'm a stranger. God, that one hurt. I don't know how to look at you right now, I admitted. He nodded. Me neither. At least we were honest. Silence stretched. Heavy. Unfinished. Finally, he said it. Did you mean it? What? This morning, he replied. When you didn't take it back. My heart pounded. I meant it. Relief washed over his face. Real. Unfiltered. Like he'd been carrying that fear all day. Okay, he said. And somehow that word held more hope than anything else. We didn't hug. Didn't touch. Didn't risk it. But when he walked away, he looked back. And I looked back too. At the same time. And I realized something dangerous. We weren't ending. We were pausing. I lasted 3 days. 3 days of nods. Of pretending we were fine. Of acting like the gym floor hadn't tilted the second he kissed me. 3 days of missing him while he stood 20 feet away. It was exhausting. On the 4th night, I stayed late. On purpose. I told myself I needed extra reps. What I needed was him. Most of the guys had left. The lights dimmer. Music lower. That quiet hour where honesty gets louder. I knew he'd stay too. I just knew. When I turned around, he was there. Leaning against the wall. Watching me like he'd been waiting for permission. You're late, he said. So are you. We both smiled. Small. Relieved. For a minute, we talked about practice. Safe things. Coward things. Then he shook his head. No, he muttered. What? I can't do this version of us anymore. My heart slammed against my ribs. What version? I asked. The one where we act like we didn't change each other. Silence. Because he was right. I miss you, he said. Just like that. No drama. No performance. Truth. I looked away. If I didn't, I'd fall apart. We see each other every day. That's not what I mean, he replied. I knew. He walked closer. Slow. Giving me time to leave. I didn't. I tried to be cool, he said. I tried to give you space. I know. It made it worse. Yeah. Same. He stopped in front of me. Close. But still careful. Tell me to back off, he whispered. Couldn't. Because every step he took toward me felt like oxygen. We said one night. I reminded him. I remember, he said. But you felt it too. Not a question. I nodded. There was no point lying anymore. He exhaled. Relief flooded his face. Okay, he said. Okay, what? Then I'm not crazy. He laughed softly, ran a hand through his hair. I don't want just one night, he admitted. There it was, out in the open. My chest tightened. "You don't know what that means," I warned. "I know exactly what it means," he said. "And I'm still here." No one had ever chosen me that clearly before. Terrified me. "What are you asking?" I managed. He met my eyes. "I'm asking if we can stop pretending this was temporary." The world went very quiet. I had two choices: protect myself or be brave. He waited, didn't rush me, didn't beg, just stood there, heart in his hands. And I realized something. Walking away had hurt more than staying ever could. So I stepped closer, close enough that our shoulders touched again, like the very first time. Except now we understand it. "I don't want just one night either," I said. He closed his eyes, like he'd been waiting to breathe. "Okay," he whispered, and this time it wasn't fear. It was the beginning. The next day felt different. Not easier, just honest. I walked into the gym knowing something had changed, because this time we weren't pretending we could go back. He was already there. Of course he was. When he saw me, he didn't look away, didn't pretend to be busy. He smiled, small, nervous, hopeful. And instead of nodding from across the room, he came over. "You good?" he asked. Same question as always. New meaning. "Yeah," I said. And for once, it wasn't a lie. We warmed up near each other, not touching, but not avoiding it either. A few guys glanced at us, curious. Nothing exploded. Turns out the world doesn't end just because your heart tells the truth. Who knew? During a break, he bumped my shoulder lightly, playful, familiar. "Still with me?" he murmured. I bumped him back. "Yeah." And just like that, the fear lost some of its power. After practice, we didn't rush, didn't run in opposite directions. We walked out together, talking about random things. Dinner, homework, a game next week. Normal, beautifully normal. At the parking lot, he stopped, took a breath. "I don't want to hide," he said. Not loud, not dramatic, just certain. I studied him, the guy who had been scared of one night turning into more, now asking for more. "We don't have to announce anything," I replied. "I know," he said. "I just don't want to act like you're nothing to me." God, that did it. "You're nothing to me either," I said. He smiled, relief again, like every step toward honesty made him lighter. He reached for my hand, paused halfway, giving me the choice. I took it. Cars passed. Doors slammed somewhere. Nobody gasped. Nobody pointed. Life kept moving. But for me, everything had finally stopped running. He squeezed my fingers. Soft. Certain. "No more just tonight," he said. I shook my head. "No more." And standing there, in the same place we used to pretend not to look at each other, we finally did, openly. Funny how the scariest step ended up feeling like coming home.